Friday the 14th of April, dollar index chart. I suggested resistance around 97.00, 97.10, which seems to have worked yesterday. A little bit of support around 96.75, 96.70. Better support down at 96, let's call it 96.55, 96.50, because really we're only going to look negative if we break below last week's low at 96.45. But to me, this just looks like it's going sideways. It's the weekly close tonight, so it's more important than a daily close. A close above 97.10 would obviously be positive. A close below 96.45 would obviously be negative. But unless either of those happen, we will be trading sideways into the beginning of next week. Aussie dollars reversed all of the gains from the previous week, and just over a previous week, because it was almost halfway through the week before that. Unexpectedly. So my two long ideas this week didn't work, as I said yesterday, and of course yesterday we've continued lower, not a huge surprise. We topped at 69.37, so that was just below that resistance level of around 69.40, 45, and outlook pretty negative really now that we're back through everything that I felt was support. New Zealand dollar, not much action yesterday. We are holding that support level around the 61.8% fib of 65.60, 65.55. So we obviously need to just bounce off there if you are long and using that level as support as a buying opportunity. Daily chart isn't telling me an awful lot really. We have got the mid Bollinger Band level at 65.60, so I suppose that lends support. But for me, all the information for trading short term is in the hourly chart. Dollar yen pretty boring. I've been using this 108 sort of 50 area, 108.60 as a pivot, using it as resistance when we're trading below and support when we're trading above. Well, it clearly is trading below. If you've been selling that level to scalp away, then that's really worked quite well over the last 2 days at least, or even 3 days maybe. What was the high up here? 108.57. So yeah, didn't work so well at the beginning of the week, has worked well in the second half of the week, and we'll see what happens, because this still does look like a decent resistance level at 108.50, 108.60. Euro slipping back against the yen. The levels had worked well in the euro yen this week, and we did find good support down here at that 122. I think I had 35.25, but now we seem to be trying a break below there. So if we hold below 122.20, 122.30, that will be negative for today. If you're short, you probably want to stop above, I'd say 122.45. That should just about give you enough room in case of a little spike above the 500-day moving average. But other than that, it looks like the euro can head down towards, yeah, this looks like a reasonable target, 122.00, 121.90. Not too far away, and then obviously below that will be more negative. Euro testing support at 112.70, which is the 100-day moving average. So, oops. I think I had 120. I think I had 112.95.85 on my report. So below 112.70 is going to clearly be negative. We dipped to 112.66. The question now is, do we hold below the 200-hour moving average, which is at 112.84? So 112.85, 112.95 has been my level. And we'll have to see what happens with that level today, whether we hold below it, so it acts as resistance, and then we head south to, well, below 120 at 112.55 will be more negative. We're looking at 112.30, and then support, a good support down at 112.10.00. I think I've had that as a buying opportunity all week on the trade sheet. Canadian dollar dipped to that support at 133.05.00. So I said if we held there, we would be able to target a selling opportunity up here. Okay, well, the support works. If you were buying down there, that's looked good. Not a huge return on the trade. We only got as far as 133.34, but a profit is a profit. We're going to have to get up through 133.35, 38 in order to test that resistance at 133. I've got 45.55. So see what happens. That resistance won't be as strong as it was, because before we had the 200-hour moving average acting as a resistance as well. So note that won't be as strong today. I'm just going to have a quick look at the daily chart to tell me if it gives me any more information. Well, we've got the 100-day moving average also at 133.45, so that's why I would have had that as a selling opportunity. So yeah, why not? Well, let's go for that. Try a short. It's worth a try. It's probably the only trade worth doing in this pair today. If you're long at 133.05, 133.00, you need a stop below, I'd say, yeah, a stop below 132.75 would be a reasonable risk reward. Cable's just in limbo, as you can see, over the, well, throughout the first part of June. I guess we're just waiting for the Tory election, and figure out what's going on with Brexit. So nothing really to do in this pair, I don't think. Gold rallying nicely off that 1331, 1330 support yesterday. If you manage to buy anywhere close to that, then this is looking good. Looks like we're going to retest the high around 1346, 1348, a weekly close above here. Yeah, I wouldn't rule it out. It could happen. That would be a nice buy signal for the start of next week. These are just little minor levels in between. You can see that 1338, 1337 has had some effect. But the strong resistance will definitely be down here at 1331, 1330. So if you get a chance to buy down there, I think it is worth it. Stop below 1328 and then look for 1326 and then a buying opportunity at 1320, 1319. Quite clear levels to trade. Silver's doing what I hoped it would do. We were buying here at the beginning of the week and then we had a stop below 60. So I'd like to think that that worked. We got a second chance to buy on Tuesday. Finally, chopping around a lot, but finally pushing up at least a little bit up to 14.97, so there's some profit on that trade. I'm still sticking with my bullish gold and silver outlook. I think we need to get back above the 200-day moving average, hold above 14.91 in silver, and then we can go up and test that 100-day moving average. Not the easiest market to trade, chopping up and down. You can see these long candle wicks making it difficult to hold a long position, I will admit, but anyway, it's turning out the way I'd hoped. Oil yesterday, I talked about this double bottom formation triggering a potential buying signal, and that did work. If you managed to jump in, I was helped by, I think it was an attack on an oil tanker. They're talking about Iran doing it. Anyway, it worked. Now, I had resistance up at 52.80, 53.00, so that was our target for the day. We actually stretched as far as 53.45. We got through this cluster of resistance, but only momentarily. As soon as we dip back below it, you can see that that resistance worked. So I'm going to stick with 52.80, 5300 as resistance, and obviously a break above 53.45 today will be positive, and we'll continue that potential double top buy signal, pushing us up to 54, 54.30, 54.40 at least would be today's first target. Now, we would need to break above this peak here, which is 54.84, to confirm the double bottom, and it's only then that we've got the double bottom buy signal confirmed. So that will take us up potentially another 400 ticks from there. That will take us up to 50. We're close to $59. Well, anyway, a reasonable target would certainly be the 61.8% fib I've got here up at 58.63. Even the S&P trading mostly sideways, as I suggested it might do. We're overbought on the daily chart, so that needs to unwind. No sell signal, no short, no pattern suggesting that we should be in shorts, but I think sideways is probably the way we'll go into the middle of next week. Good support level down here worked. So if you did buy, if you were following the report and you bought down here in the S&P, that's nice. It's giving you a decent bit of profit. So the level to watch today, I'm sticking with that 28.86.85. I think I had 87.85. That is the first support level. We seem to be holding that now on the bounce. So if we push up through 28.96, we can retest those highs up at 29.10, 29.10.11. If we start trading below 80, then look for that good support level down here again at 28.70, 28.68. Maybe less chance it will hold today, I would suggest. So just be careful. Have a very tight stop below 28.68. Or 28. Have a tight stop below 28.67. And then if we do dump, look for 28.56. And 28.45, 28.40 to be a very good support level. I would definitely be buying down there with a stop below 28.35. Nasdaq blipped below my 74.45.40 support. Maybe enough to trigger a stop because we got down as far as 74.21. So that is frustrating, especially as we bounce back so nicely. So let's see what happens if we hold above 7,500, 74.90 today. That's going to be positive. If we break below 74.90, then we're looking at a retest of 74.40, 74.30. Break below 74.20 is going to be negative. However, Dow Jones worked nicely, so at least the S&P and the Dow Jones worked nicely, even though the DAX, the Nasdaq didn't. 20 25,900, 25,880, good support level, worked perfectly. If you jumped in there, that was my buying opportunity of the day. Looking good. Now bulls need the market to hold above 26.75, 26.40 for us to head higher. If we can beat yesterday's high at 26.153, then this is obviously looking pretty good, and we can start heading up towards 26.250-90. DAX has also rallied nicely off that support level down here at all the fibs anyway, around 12.075. Good push up. Question is now, do we double top at the previous peak, 12.224, or do we close the week above there for a buy signal? So that's going to be obviously the most important level, being the high for the week. If we do reverse, then we're looking at 12.135, 12.125 as the first target. Below 12.110 is more negative, and we can retest that support level down at 12.75, 12.65. Because I post daily videos of my technical analysis and trade ideas, I'm asked every week which platform I use. So I use Metastock. I've used this for as many years as I can remember. I've tried so many different platforms, but this is by far the best. The main reason is because the quality of the data is just excellent. That's obviously the most important thing for a technical analyst. You've got to have quality data. The other thing is I can have as many windows open as I want, so that I can look at multiple time frames all at the same time. This is absolutely critical for me. It allows me to see all the different levels in all the different time frames, so I can see which line up and which would be the best levels to trade. So I've squashed this onto one screen. I usually have this spread out over 2 or 3 screens, but I can't record them all at the same time. So this is why I've shown you this. Now I'm going to just widen it out so you can sort of see what my main screen looks like. So I'll have 3 time frames on my main screen. So I've got the weekly, which I can quickly switch to the monthly, which I'll do maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, just to keep an eye on whatever levels might be important to me there. And then I've got the daily chart and the hourly chart, and on my other screen I've got the 4-hour chart. So I can very quickly look at all the different time frames, and I can compare them, and then I can blow up, I can sort of expand one screen if I want to. So for example, if I'm trading very short term throughout the day and I want to have a look at the 4-hour chart, then I can quickly do that. Now, one of the other most important things that I can show you is on other platforms I've used, you put in a trend line and then you change the time period, and the trend line jumps all over the place and it's not relevant. You have to keep redrawing your trend lines. This is just frustrating and a waste of time. With Metastock, that doesn't happen. You can quickly switch time frames, as I've just done. I'm now on the 30-minute, and as you can see, the trend line is absolutely bang on accurate still. So this is another big plus. If I go to 10 minutes, once this loads, you'll see that the trend line again is absolutely bang on the data. So it's just simple to use. It's very straightforward. The data is very accurate. The trend lines and all the tools are very accurate. I know that when I pick a level, I can absolutely. I do believe that. Well, my subscribers tell me that it's amazing how I manage to pick pinpoint levels, and really it's all down to this system that allows me to do that. So it's worth paying a little bit of money out to get the right data. You're going to make that back within one trade. Do yourself a favor, go to the metastock.com page, which gives you all the information you need. This system can scan markets with your criteria to find trades for you. You can backtest with it. It's really quite incredible. Go to the Metastock homepage, click on what is Metastock, and it'll take you to this page, and you can watch the video about it. All the information is there. When you're ready for a 1-week free trial, just go to metastock.com/daytrade ideas. You won't regret it.